Hi everyone, my name is Dave Betts, and today we are going to be taking a quick look at the Rode NTG2 shotgun microphone. If you've been following this channel for any length of time, you'll know that I've been kind of working my way through my microphone collection because, let's be honest, good audio is so important for good video. Today is a really good day for me because this is the workhorse in my collection. It's the one I use the absolute most. The NTG2, which is what I'm recording on right now. It's what you can hear right now. It's a phantom powered directional shotgun mic that ships for around $270 US, making it kind of this mid-level range mic. And I love it for making videos in my office here because it's just so simple to set up. I keep it attached to this long, enormous boom stand that I bought that's much bigger than I expected it to be. And I hang it as close as possible, just out of shot, normally just about here, pointed at my chest. And in theory, you could record good quality audio anywhere if you attached it to a boom pole and then a recording device. I'm using the Zoom H4n Pro right now, but you could use something a little bit more advanced maybe as well. But you know what, I tend to just keep it here right now for the sake of ease. It's just much easier that way. So I bought the NTG2 around 4 years ago now. And to be honest with you, I hardly used it for the longest time. But it wasn't the mic that was the problem. You see, here's the thing. It turns out it was me. I had this real issue getting good audio with this mic. And here's why I think I struggled. Firstly, I didn't have a decent boom stand, and that's a problem. Because of that, the position of the mic was very rarely good enough to get solid audio. It was very rarely where I needed it to be. But there was another problem, and it's one that I'm still kind of working on, if I'm honest. Although it's a directional mic, I found that it tends to pick up a lot of room noise. You know, before, with the bad positioning and the room noise, the NTG2 became unusable. But now it's much better. So here's the problem. My office has a wooden floor and bare walls, and there aren't even any curtains to absorb sound, which, you know, to be honest, is a bit of a nightmare. And of course, if I had the money, I would do something about it right away. But the thing is, there are about 100 other things that I'd really love to buy or need to pay for as well, especially with a baby on the way. And there's nowhere near enough money to go around. And maybe you can relate to that. You know, I'm planning on moving my office down into the basement before we have our first child in December, which should be really cool. And if I can find the money for it, I would love to work on building some hangable, like temporary acoustically treated panels, just so it doesn't damage the walls, since we're renting this place, and even worse, we're renting it from our aunt and uncle, so you can't do anything wrong with that. But it should make a difference. Hopefully that will help with the room noise. Having said all of that, I really love this microphone. You know, I have a video template on Premiere Pro with a bunch of effects built in, which makes editing videos quick and relatively painless. You know, if you're wondering, I use a bit of EQ, some compression, a noise reduction plugin by a company called Waves called X Noise, and then unsurprisingly, a de-reverb setting just to get rid of some of that echo. And although the overall effect, the overall sound isn't as good as I would really like for it to be, I think it's good enough to get by for now. So here, right now, this is what the mic sounds like with nothing but gain. You know, while I'm talking, I should mention a few things. You can power the mic with batteries if you don't have the ability to phantom power the mic through an audio device. And there's also a frequency filter somewhere on here that you can toggle, which would take away some of, I think, the low end. But to be honest, I don't really use it. I don't really understand why anyone would. Why don't you just do that in post-production? Maybe I'm missing something there. But okay, this is the mic with processing again. I think it's a really decent mic. Is it perfect? Well, of course not. Like most of the mics in this low to mid range that we've tested so far, of course they aren't. But I'm pretty convinced that the issues that I do have with this mic with imperfect audio is a result of this reverby room, not the mic itself. You know, other than perhaps the Rode pod mic, which we tested a few months ago, which isn't really any good for these types of videos anyway. I think the NTG2 is my favorite. If you can afford it, you should check out the newer, more advanced versions of this mic. Of course you should, but it's definitely a really good option if you're relatively new to making videos and you want to start out with something that's pretty good. Okay, that's it from me today. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more videos about photography and videography and all the things that come with that, like audio at the moment. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to be the person that helps me get to 1,000 subscribers, I would be so grateful. That would be awesome. Just so you know, I'm heading out into the mountains in a couple of weeks, and I cannot wait to take my Rode S gimbal for a proper test drive and get some video footage of fall in the mountains. So wherever you are in the world, have a fantastic day, and I will see you very soon, hopefully with a whole bunch of more footage. A whole bunch of more footage. A whole bunch more footage. Yeah. See you guys.